So next step to do is to simply make sure that all of these buttons work. You'll notice that the full screen button is flickering because that is the active button. When I click on the full CTA comes up. Half CTA comes up. And simply press the button to hide the CTAs. There we go. So those things are working great. I want to make sure that, so right now you'll notice that the camera that's connected is still the front facing camera. To switch to the right camera, simply click on the correct camera. Now that I'm using the correct camera, I can reposition because this is how low I'll be sitting and I don't want to be facing the camera to be looking so high. I can simply adjust by holding the camera with one hand. And then you can also see yourself in the LCD right above the camera to see how you're going to show up on Ecamm Live. And now we want to make sure that we're choosing Cam Link for each of these screens. So I'm going to choose the first one. Also want to load up my iPad, and you'll see that I have loaded up with my correct file. So I've got my green screen loaded and I'm ready to go. Next, I'm going to tap on the light board, which has the wrong camera. Simply click on the number 1 on your keyboard or choose the first Cam Link 4K up here to make sure that you had the right one. Now what I have in this screen is I'm going to make sure that under the video section and the overlays, the camera is selected to USB 3 capture. Now this camera is the iPad. And once you see the green screen, you're like, okay, what do I do next? How is this light board gonna work? Simply go to the camera effects panel, choose USB 3 capture, and check the green screen mark. As soon as you do that, it's going to show through whatever is behind the green screen. And since we want this to be transparent green screen, we can choose transparent. And you'll notice that there are these black bars around. I'm going to simply click on zoom, pan, and zoom in just enough. So the green screen is basically covering the entire layout. To use the light board, simply choose the color of the pen, which is white. Something that people don't know about the Apple Pencil, you can double tap on the Apple Pencil to enable the eraser mode. Double tap to go to eraser, double tap to go to the pen drawing tool or whatever the last drawing tool you were using. You can just, hello, where is that? So that's how the light board works. I'm gonna go ahead and click on the third button. Now this is the intro video button, and it knows that it's connected to the correct scene, but it doesn't have the correct file. So let's go ahead and locate file and go to our downloads folder. These are the files we just downloaded under the video. And we're going to choose the GoBox-intro.mp4. And voila, this is going to play any video that you loaded in. It's going to load up any video that you have and make sure that you are connected and going through the system, sending it out to the live stream. Let's test the side-by-side video. Again, in this one, we want to make sure that the correct cameras are in the correct positions. Let's choose this one to be my Cam Link. Actually, this one is, there we go. And there's a video that we had installed. All right, so there you have it. This is the layout, how we've initially set it up. Sure the scene is black. And voila, you have this screen setting. Go to the next one. Now again, since we have different computers, you have different camera settings. So simply click on this icon, click on under the panels, this gear, and choose the Camlink 4K. And it's gonna enable the video that you have connected to the Stream Deck and the guest video computer here. So right now this is just a demo, and this could be a person that's dialing in, and we could talk more about that in another video. Click on the full guest. Again, this one's also looking for a file, so I'm going to go ahead and click on locate file. I'm going to choose interview.mov file right here, and there you go. It is now connected to the correct scene. All right, so let's go ahead and do the keynote circle. So I want to make sure that we have the correct item in the correct box. Choose this camera, choose Camlink 4K, and this bottom camera is actually going to be our keynote camera. So now it's showing the keynote that I have loaded, and on my screen I can actually tap with my pencil, or I can tap with my one finger to go from one screen to the next screen. And if I want to move my little circle, I can also move that by simply moving it any which way you want. The next button is Keynote Full Screen, so that you have the Keynote functionality in the full screen. Again, you want to make sure that USB 3 capture card is selected for this functionality. So again, anytime you tap on your iPad with your pencil, you can start taking notes over on the keynote, which is really cool. And simply click on done to get out of that mode on the iPad. Let me go ahead and tap on the keynote picture in picture. Again, you want to make sure that we have the correct cameras selected for our devices. So I got in this one, I want to have the keynote, and on the left one I want to have the Camlink 4K. Always set this up so that when you do your live show, everything is in the right place. Let's click on the black and white. Again, in this one, Camlink 4K was not activated, so let's go ahead and activate that, and boom, voila, it is good to go. Next thing, you want to make sure the air horn works. Go ahead and tap that, and it does. It plays the audio, it plays the video, and it looks pretty good. And the last one is click on the comments, and then we have the comments loaded up. The cool part about these overlays is that you can switch the scene behind, and the overlay will still stay there. Anytime you want to take off the overlay, you click on the same button again. So just like this, if I go and enable the half CTA, it brings up the half CTA, but then I can also go into my screenwriting mode or side by side and still have that CTA up. That's a little bit on how to get your Ecamm Live and Stream Deck connected properly. And now that we have that done, we can go ahead and start customizing. Any questions you might have, please send them to us so that we can create creative interactions with your GoBox Studio by customizing the Stream Deck profiles, by customizing the Ecamm Live profiles, so that you can load it up on your computer and give the best presentation ever. All right, thank you so much for watching this video. Appreciate you, and we'll see you in the next one.